Today is Christ the King Sunday. What do we know about kings? What do kings look like? People with crowns on top of their heads, yeah. Princesses, they have princesses. Oh, boo, those girls. Yeah, he's getting a little embarrassed about princesses. And what else do they have? Great, Bryce was saying behind them. Sometimes they have like a train, like a long cape. There's a lot of times it's really rich looking, like a, what do you call those things? It's called a train, right? It's called a train, not the kind of like, woo, woo, that kind of train. Ask your mom. It's like a big, long piece of fabric that they drag behind them. It's because they're so special. Yeah, and it's really rich looking. What else do kings look like, Anna? Do they look all fancy and have on, what do they have on their fingers? They have rings. And what about, you mentioned the crown on their head. What does the crown on their head look like? Oh, that was a really good word. Jewel crested points. Yeah. Yeah, that was a big word. I would have been able to pull that one off. Way to go, dude. Yeah, it's got big points, and they're usually made out of like gold or something very, very expensive. So what kind of king would you expect to wear that kind of crown?
I don't know.
God? Do you expect God to wear that kind of crown? That would be a great kind of crown for God to wear, wouldn't it? Well, what kind of king would you expect to wear this kind of crown? Anybody want to put this on their head? This is made of thorns. Can we put it on your head and press it down really hard? Because that's what they did to Jesus. Anyway, set it on your head. Even setting it on your head, I just leaned back against it a minute ago and it poked me in the back. You want me to push it down a little bit? Don't hurt yourself. You feel it? Yeah, just touch it with your fingers right there. Want to touch? Careful. Ow! You want to touch that? How would you like to have that and put that kind of crown on Jesus' head? What kind of king wears this kind of crown?
The bad guys.
No, the good guy wears it. The bad guys put it on him, didn't they? The bad guys put it on Jesus to hurt him. But Jesus is the kind of king that wears this kind of crown. This is a crown of thorns, and some people think of a crown of thorns as a sign of suffering and shame. And it really is a sign of suffering and shame because Jesus suffered for us, didn't he? He suffered for us, and they put this kind of crown on him when he died on the cross. But you know what? Jesus said, the kind of king who has the most power is the one who is the servant of everyone. If you want to be really great, Jesus said, then you must be a servant of other people. So what does that mean? How can you be a servant of other people? You want to be great? Do you want to be great? Yeah. You know, we want to look at you and say, look, it's Gray the Great.
No.
Yeah. You want to be great. So Anna, how would you be a good servant to people? You would help them? How would you help them? You give them some water if they're thirsty. What else do people need that you might give them? What did we do with those shoe boxes? You filled out one of those shoe boxes, didn't you? Presents that they might not get? Yeah. You give them presents that they might not get. You give them some shoes or some clothes. Yeah. Those are all kinds of ways we can serve people. We can give them all kinds of stuff to help them. And the most important thing that Jesus did, I think, is show us how to love. And I think that's one of the best ways we can serve people is by loving them. Who do you love, Ava? Mommy? Yeah, we love Mommy. Yeah, when we show people love, that's a great way to serve them too. So if you want to be the kind of king that wears this kind of crown, who shows love, or the kind of king who has the big fancy jewelry crown, who doesn't care about anybody but himself. You want to be the jewelry kind? The rich kind, who doesn't care about anybody but himself? No, you don't. We want to be like Jesus. Even though this is not a very inviting crown to put on, we want to love people and serve people like Jesus. Miss Shirley LaFoon gave me this crown, and it's really not big enough for a person. She gave me the cross that it sits on, and this is just a small example of what a crown that Jesus might have worn looked like. It's made out of real thorns, yep. It's real vine and real thorns. I don't know how it's put together. It looks like it's just, is there a staple? You are right. Your eyes are way better than mine. But that's okay. I'm putting it together. I see that. You're right. That's why they put it together that way. Yeah. So, we want to celebrate King Jesus today when you think about let Jesus be the ruler and the king of your life, okay? And that means do what Jesus says, do what Jesus would want us to do. And he told me all kinds of things you can do to serve and love other people. Do that always, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's say our prayers. Repeat after me. Dear God, we love you. Thank you for Jesus, who died our death and gave us life. Help us to be like him. Amen. All right, scooch to your seats. I'll see you later, alligator.